for Michigan State. They've got the KHL line.
Really one of the best lines in the Big Ten, one of the best lines in college hockey.
Top line for Michigan State to start the night that was so effective yesterday, as on the power play as well. Final 15 seconds of the period. Khodorenko whips it to the circle, score! Lewandowski off the feed.
Hirose leaves it for Lewandowski, pass to Khodorenko, and there is the KHL line working to perfection.
For Patrick Khodorenko, Lewandowski, Hirose scores! That's why they're one of the most dangerous lines in the nation.
I didn't really know what the start of it was. I think it was more of like a Neil's Notebook type of thing, but
Yeah.
then it just kind of turned into, the announcers and, people around school starting to pick up on it. But, just happy to be part of the KHL line.
Yeah, I mean, I always remember there was like the CCM line in Michigan and Pacific Rim line in Denver. So, I mean, it's pretty cool to be a part of, but, I mean...
Didn't really expect it to stick at first, honestly.
You know, we get a lot of heat in the room a little bit, but...
Yeah.
It's worth it.
A vaunted line of Khodorenko, Hirose, and Lewandowski, a pair of juniors and a sophomore. And they've been together for 2 years now. They know each other very well as line mates, and that's why they have such great chemistry.
I think just having confidence in us right away. The first day of practice, really, once we got down to it, was us three together, and it kind of just clicked right away, and they had that confidence. Whether if we had a bad game, they weren't going to try to split us apart. They just always kept us together, and had that confidence in us that we were going to have some results the next night.
It's just nice to sort of have that consistency with each other, and in practice we know sort of what works, so we can sort of mess around and have fun with it and stay loose. So that's a big part for us.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty special, but at the same time, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it. And the three of us have a little group chat that we text in, sometimes 4 games, just to keep each other going and just talk about the game and how we could have been better, or the little things that we could have done.
I think you can tell when we have a good shift or when we're buzzing around, the crowd sort of gets really into it. So I mean, that's pretty exciting when we're on the ice. And I mean, I know that we started the Gaudreau Gatorade thing on the bench now, so I've been giving these guys water on the bench now, and it's been working the past couple games. We have to keep it up.
It's definitely fun to see when Louis scores a goal and you can see Taro's face going up and down in the stands with the student section. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think we want to be more than just an offensive line. I think, like, you look at our plus minus, we're pretty good there. So I think playing good in the defensive zone and playing the right way, sort of leading in that direction as well, not just making the fancy plays in the offensive zone.
I think with hockey too, a big part of it is trying to make your teammates better and learning from both of them every day, and it's good to see both of them get rewarded for their performances.
Yeah, I mean, I think we sort of take the individual awards as like sort of a team thing or a line thing. So I mean, when Pat or Lou's getting a star, me, like, it's always just sort of, we did that sort of thing together. It wasn't just the one guy having a good weekend. It was sort of all of us.
And Michigan State is rebuilding, but second-year coach Danton Cole has one of the best lines in college hockey. Center Patrick Khodorenko, right wing Mitchell Lewandowski, and left wing Taro Hirose, the nation's leading scorer with 20.
They're important to our team, and that's easy to say, but they work hard in practice. They do a lot of things the right way. They're probably our best forechecking line. They're out there in a lot of different situations, so there's a lot of responsibility on them, but they've done a great job with that.
They're a constant threat to score, and that's always a nice thing for a head coach when he can roll out a line knowing that he's going to generate some offense. But even more than that, it's a line that generates momentum. So even if they don't score, they generate chances, they generate offensive zone time, they make teams defend. And because they play against everybody's top line and against everybody's top D pair, and they play more of their time in the offensive zone, they're preventing scoring from happening because of the fact that they can control pucks and they can play in the offensive zone. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for you. You get the offense, the best defense is the best offense kind of thing, and you get that constant threat to score.
It's been a while since we've had Michigan State a line that pulls fans or media out of their seats. When they get the puck, you're like, okay, what's going to go on now? But what I like about it is the fact that they're all improved from last year.
When you take a look at them individually, I love what Khodorenko can do in terms of the way he distributes the puck, the way he can play higher in the zone and move pucks where he wants to, but he can also play a hard, heavy game.
He's using his size and strength He goes in the corners now, and he knocks people off the puck. He's playing like a Brendan Shanahan played for the Red Wings as a power forward.
See now to Khodorenko, shot, goal! Great puck movement by Michigan State. They wind up in the slot with Patrick Khodorenko, and he buries it.
And then you look at Lewandowski, who lately everything he touches turns to goal. He's got a great release, and he's one of the players in the NCAA you notice because of the fact that he can find soft spots on the ice to be open. That's a skill I think is really underrated, and he's got a really good ability to do it. And you combine that with how quickly he gets his shot off, that brings another dimension to it.
Yes! Out in front, shot, goal for Michigan State. Hirose passed it into the slot, and Lewandowski converts.
I would have been very surprised if someone had said Taro Hirose in the late January, early February is leading the league in scoring and leading the country in scoring. But because of the fact that that line has been so good, 5-on-5 and on the power play, now I'm not surprised just the way they've improved and the way they mesh together.
Shot, goal! Oh, what vision by Khodorenko to see Hirose streaking in off of the bench.
Sassana has helped immeasurably at the right point, and basically Cody Milan digging pucks, setting people up. He's a perfect fit. And so the way they mesh together, every time the Spartans get a power play, and even if they've been on the ice, they go off for one shift, come back on, because that's what this offense is about.
And even late in the games when we're up a goal, that's a line that we look to. Just, their puck possession is so good and their hockey smarts is so good that, they can help us if we're down a goal or up a goal. Bigger picture is they're important to our program and what we're trying to build and where we're trying to go. They've done an outstanding job for us, and they're helping us build what we have here as a program and a culture. And you hate to look ahead, but 8, 9, 10 years from now, I hope those guys can look back and we've got our program where we want it to be, and they're going to know that they were a real big part of turning things around and getting us where we need to be.